In this manual-only episode of Saturn Archives, I dive into the lore of Area 51 without playing the first 50 games in the Area franchise. Link to the two-player playthrough is provided. Starting with the cover, as we always do, we have a lot more information than you'd expect. The first being that this is a #1 arcade hit. Not the #1 arcade hit, otherwise it would have said so. But I mean, this is a great arcade game, I'm not gonna lie. Then we have the title. It's really cool. Moving on, we have this cool dude in a costume. It looks great. He's covered in guns. It's radical. There's explosions. It's very 90s. And then we just have some flavor text. I'm not going to read it. All you need to know is that use of deadly force is authorized. First page that we're going to go over here is a huge lore dump. So let's get ready to read it. This is from the Department of National Defense, Star Division. Lieutenant General G. Isle of War, Commanding Officer. We're not wasting any time making this a parody. So this is to the Star Team troops. And the subject is Alien Invasion. What you are about to read is a confidential file drafted 3 days ago. It was recently emailed to an unknown source in the CIA and has found its way into our hands. The origins are unknown at this time, but it is believed that it originated at a secret military base known as Area 51. This base is so top secret that officially it does not exist. Area 51 is located in a remote valley 90 miles outside of Las Vegas. It is one of the most well-guarded bases in the world. Rumors and eyewitness accounts also suggest the base harbors a deeper, more secret purpose. Secret biological testing has been reported, as well as experiments on alien bodies taken from a spacecraft which crashed near Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. Over the course of the last 48 hours, the base has become overrun with mutating alien creatures and all contact has been lost. Security around the base is so critical and tight that it isn't handled by the military. Instead, it is contracted out to a privately run paramilitary force. We now know that this force and all of its weaponry has also been overtaken. The invasion has not taken place from the air. Instead, an alien infection has spread out of the underground laboratory area to other parts of the base. The infection brings forth 3 separate, very painful stages of a gruesome alien transformation, where the human body is used as an incubator to grow a new combination of human and alien DNA. The product of this alien transformation is now our enemy. Refer to the enemy, page 16, of this document for photos and details on the 3 mutation stages. This file was obviously drafted by a trained soldier during the last hours of his life. It describes a detailed method of invading the base to attempt an extermination of the alien presence. Follow the instructions given in this document to the letter. Portions of the text have been edited by Star for specific purposes. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Good luck. From G. Isle of War. Whew, that was a lot of text. But we still have quite a bit more to get through. So what is our mission? Your gear is strapped on, your gun is loaded, and now you're ready to clean house. As soldiers in the Strategic Tactical Advanced Alien Response STAR team, you have been trained to deal with this exact situation. Your assignment is to penetrate the security of the airbase and eliminate all threats of the deadly alien infection that is spread throughout the base. You can't trust any base personnel. You must assume that all of them have been exposed to alien infection. The personnel may act in a hostile manner and may mobilize the base's resources against you. Star Command has already sent extra supplies that you will need to the base. These have been airdropped in and can be found scattered throughout the base along the route you'll be taking. As you infiltrate the base, you'll move through various hangars, rooms, and areas outside. Shoot anything that moves, but be careful not to hit other Star's team members. This next page that I wanted to take note of was I wanted to take note of this because I wasn't super sure if this is a thing that's included in a lot of rail shooters, but the fact that you can switch between normal and cowboy, I think that's a pretty cool idea. In normal mode, destroy the chronomorphs alone or with your buddy, or choose cowboy, which is a 1-player mode that lets you do twice as much damage with a gun in both hands. That's pretty dang cool. Of course, you could just do this anyways, in any on-rail shooter with 2 players, by just, I don't know, having the second player be controlled by you as well. I've done this in the arcades before, I played through the first House of the Dead in arcades doing this. I've never had more than one light gun at a time, so unfortunately it's not something I could do at home. But perhaps with PlayStation Move controllers, I could try that out in a future On the Rail episode. And next up we have mission objectives, so we can learn more about the game here. As you scramble for your life inside the base, you'll have a constant view of the base, your ammunition, health, and grenades. The amount of credits, yada yada, we know this, but I want to talk more about the ammunition here. We got machine gun shells. When you pick these up, hold the trigger down and watch aliens go down. Beware though, your ammo will go fast, reload as often as possible. And then shotgun shells. Kind of the same thing, it's just a special ammo. Powerful and great to have. The downside is the amount of rounds per clip. Reload as often as possible. If you hit another power-up while you're using these, you'll fire automatic rounds if you hold down the trigger. So that's kind of cool. If you keep your power-up long enough to reach the next power-up, you get an automatic version of that weapon, which I think not necessarily goes away when you run out of ammo, but when you take hit, I'm not super sure. It says they're limited in quantity. Beware they will run out, and you'll have to use your standard rounds. So maybe it isn't just when you get hit, but generally that's how it goes in on-rail shooters, is once you get hit, you lose your special. And then of course we got some mission objectives here, which aren't necessarily mission objectives as it is just kind of tips. Health and lives is kind of cool. Your heart rate is always monitored. The faster your heart rate, the closer you are to checking out. Stay low and shoot them, yada yada. It's just kind of saying like we don't have a health meter here, just watch how fast the thing is going. And I wanted to skip down to this. Secret rooms. Area 51 has many of these rooms. Unfortunately, there's no information available at this time regarding locations and how many. We strongly suggest that you shoot everything in sight. The rooms will present themselves if you've hit the right combination of targets. So there's just a ton of stuff in the background you can shoot, perhaps in certain orders, or just certain things around the stage that will just bring you to a little random shooting gallery thing. I don't think I've ever encountered more than like 3 of these in my entire life, and I've played through these games quite a bit. More things that are referred to as mission objectives, but are obviously just more instructions on how to play the game. We got primary targets. The obvious targets are the chronomorphs and zombies, but you are under orders to shoot many other items. Study these items carefully before you begin. You're under order to shoot fucking everything. Power-ups, you'll find these hovering in the air as you move throughout the base. Shoot them to acquire larger, more powerful ammunition. When you hit a power-up, your ammunition will change to a shotgun or machine gun rounds. You can achieve an automatic shotgun by hitting a power-up while still have the remaining shotgun shells. Then we got barrels. These are favorite hiding place for zombies. You can shoot as many as you can. They explode and take out anything in proximity, and adds to your streak, which is nice, I guess. And may also unlock secret rooms. Then ammo crates. Of course you want to shoot these. Well, you shoot them to uncover grenades, extended ammo clips, and just fucking everything. Just shoot everything. Here's some more mission objectives. Maybe this is getting a little old, but there's a reason I want to look at this page as well. Windows is a simple order. See a window, shoot it. Windows unlock secret rooms and add to your streaks. Shoot windows in vehicles and rooms. Again, I feel like you're kind of overdoing it now. Why would I go through the trouble of doing this? Fire extinguishers? Now why would I shoot those? Those are important to have. But I mean, shoot them when you can. The force of the explosion will take out an alien close by. It will not, however, kill the purple ones. Paintings. Oh, see, now they're starting to acknowledge it. I know this sounds strange. Really? But you are under orders to shoot the paintings too. For some reason, they may give you grenades or access to secret rooms. I think the one in the picture there does actually give you a grenade. Then machinery. Destroy all computer equipment and any other items on desks and tabletops. We need to cut off their contact to the outside world. Okay, finally, you justified one of them. But the reason I wanted to read this page was, does this picture next to machinery look familiar? Oh yeah, because it's the same fucking picture as Windows. It's just been tilted the other way. We've been talking about the mission, and what we're supposed to do, and what we're supposed to shoot. But what am I supposed to not shoot? Tell me about my friends here. The STAR team. Here's a brief history. Formed in 1958 at the height of the Cold War, the creation of the Special Tactics Advanced Alien Response was a direct response to the threat of armed alien invasion. In the years after World War II, as US and USSR pilots continuously set new high altitudes and performance records, an increasing number of strange aircraft sightings were reported near the boundary of Earth's stratosphere. Most of these were written off to the extreme effects of high-altitude navigation, which can cause hallucinations and grayouts, often causing pilots to see light. Some of these pilots, though, were adamant in their belief that there was something else out there in space, watching us. A Star Point team has also been dispatched for the assault on Area 51. The team's soldiers wear bright blue and are clearly marked with star on their uniform. Do not slip up and shoot them. Friendly fire costs lives. And then we just have that being repeated again. And this picture, I don't think this picture came from the game. I think they made this image like just for the manual. And I like that. I respect that. That's not just a screenshot there. That's just a cool picture they took. These pages are like novel in the way they are laid out here. Now we gotta learn about the enemy. The chronomorphs were designed to accept quickly and rapidly the latest weapons codes that the Kron geneticists have developed. As a result, they are hotbeds for fast DNA assimilation and replication, accepting DNA into their systems and using the information in a matter of days or even hours. They are creatures that can adapt to their environment with rapid speed, adopting the best traits of the various species around them. Still, for all of their genetic abilities, the Kron scientists have kept the chronomorphs deliberately stupid, and they have remained that way, obeying the orders of their Kron masters, as if they were a strange combination of warrior and mind-controlled slave. Study these profiles very closely. You'll know these creatures when you see them, but you'll need to know this background information before going in. Which is unfortunate, because the LP I recorded was years ago. I didn't have this information going in. Alright, zombie metamorphosis stage 1. Human flesh turns gray and begins rotting from the body, drooping into large folds. An alien larva begins growing within the body, roughly taking the shape of the human skeleton. That sounds a little similar to certain popular franchises. And then Unknown, Stage 2. We have word-of-mouth reports about Stage 2, but no documentation or pictures. It is a short, very painful transitional stage where the alien literally explodes out of the incubating human sac. Okay, this is really starting to sound familiar. Because of the rapid speed of genetic replication, the host body needs a large source of raw bioplasma, and at this stage the mutants must feed voraciously. In addition to being replicatory hosts, humans are also a source of food. Reports have come in about a room called the Chow Palace, where Stage 2 aliens may have been sighted. We can't confirm this information at this time. So I don't think you ever actually see the Stage 2 aliens that it's talking about. But let's be real, I didn't know this going in. I've only really played the game and never read this before. But this is just an Aliens ripoff, isn't it? I mean, using something morph, like a 2-syllable morph thing, was a little on the nose still, but I mean, that's still a real term. That's not made up. So the chronomorph, the Stage 3 one. Stage 3 is the full-blown alien stage. The alien is heavily armored and extremely fast, and can grow bioplasma weapons from its own flesh. These include a plasma-based particle beam and hardened calcium carbonate projectiles. The alien has one large eye in the center of its head, which can project light as well as scan terrain for heat patterns. Two smaller eyes in the middle of the head monitor our conventional light spectra. Aliens feed through a large mouth in the center of the chest, assisted and projected by 6 functional arms that fold over when not in use. Reports have surfaced about purple chronomorphs that can withstand multiple rounds of fire. Pump some lead into these guys, and they should go down. I'm not going to lie, while playing the game, I never noticed that they had a mouth in their chest. The game moves so quickly and so fast that you don't really have time to take in these details, but like the picture here is pretty nicely rendered, if a little aged, so it's hard to make out, but it's cool. Alright, last page of reading, I promise. And this one's fairly short. We need to learn about saving the planet. We wish we had the answer to this one. We do have a report, see attached message, that there is an alien spacecraft somewhere on the base. We suggest you destroy all alien beings, then concentrate on destroying that ship, if it exists. You'll only have your guns to work with, so make every shot count. Identified alien spacecraft rumored to be within facility perimeter. Terminate alien beings first priority. Search and destroy vessel secondary priority. I don't know, that destroying the vessel seems pretty damn important. And if I'm not correct, I think if you don't destroy it fast enough during that final mission, it just goes away. And then you have to start over. But that's the end of that. Again, this is the end of this episode because I've done a full playthrough of Area 51. I think I did that one with my friend Thomas. I'm pretty sure that's a multiplayer one. So if you want to check that out on my channel, go ahead via the links provided. And thanks for watching another episode of Saturn Archives.